So it's been a long time since I've had a day where it's not raining. I can have my phone out, and also it's not been too windy so that I can be heard. And I've been out every day, as I always do. Now, and I've come out today. Every day something reveals itself. So as you go through your days, or as I go through my days, obviously we know that saying, don't we? We learn something every day, ideally, yeah. Because for a whole of our life, we're growing, we're evolving. And in this generation, we're called to evolve in one lifetime, not in a generation of, let's say, 3. So the art of letting go of what we think we know, that fills up the psychological... Look, the dog's right there. I'm really excited to show you what I found out. But first, it's very important to open the mind and not be restricted by what you think you believe, okay? So belief is a great, powerful thing. It's wonderful. And if it's ever challenged, then there's a point of growth in that. So today, it's just my dogs. There's just 4 of us. No, there's 5 of us, including me. And we've come to the place where, for a start, the terriers can do anything they like. They're not going to be able to get stuck down a hole. And so we've come to our favourite, a place that I call Jurassic Beach. I'm just going to stand up and I'm going to show you. There is the recent rockfall. So that happened overnight. And there's the beautiful sea. So I think you recognise this from other videos. Now what's happened is, as we've come down here today and viewed all the rock that's fallen down, and I'm observing my dogs, I can tell you that this stone here, this chalk and this flint is animal, dead animal, the whole thing. And the reason I know that, apart from having a bit of common sense and a little bit of scientific or physics knowledge, this girl here, this terrier, so she's eaten a piece of chalk, fresh chalk, that size. See, it's not actually that big. She's eaten it. Petal! When the other terrier comes back, she's been showing me a long time. Every time we come to the beach, you know, she's a hunter. She wants blood in her mouth. Every time we come to the beach, she's not interested if I throw a ball. She's not interested in what the other dogs are doing. She's interested in carrying around a piece of rock, right? And then licking it and licking it. Not this piece. She's got a piece in her mouth. When she comes back, I'll get it out of her mouth and we'll see exactly what she's been licking and desperate to keep hold of. But it's flint, basically. Now, I thought she was licking it to get salt because it's we're on the beach. That would make sense. Our dogs need salt to replace electrolytes. I don't know, so you can see her with the other one maybe. Let me see if I can zone in on her. Petal! Petal! Good girl! Okay, she's coming to show us what she has. Come here, darling. Petal, come show me. It's good girl. Come here. Come here. It's good girl. Let's show everybody. Hang on. What she got? This That's it, you want it? Yeah? Right, she's desperate for that. That's a really heavy little piece of flint. So I've got some other flint here. If you remember, I say that dog, she wants blood in her mouth. She's hunted since she was a pup and a successful hunter. She hasn't had a few chases. She's had kills, a lot of them, squirrel, pheasant, rabbit. Yeah, that's it. But those catches are on her own, you know. Oh yeah, a ratter, so she makes her money by ratting. So, here's what she's showing me. She's got blood in her mouth, all right? Now that blood in her mouth is the flint, what we call flint, which sits in veins in all that chalk. Look behind me, all the chalk. So there are veins of flint in that chalk. Now the chalk is calcium, yeah? Like bone. And this girl, she's had a massive breakfast of bone through eating the fresh rockfall, right? The other one is carrying blood in her mouth, the flint. Let me show you something. I don't know. Right. It even looks rusty, yeah? Even looks rusty. Which is it? I don't know if you heard on some of those hits there, but it's ringing. It's not a dull sound. It's ringing. That means it's metal. It's iron. Look at that. The shape of it. It sits in veins. These are veins. Look at, this is heavy. Look at the shape of it. Do you see? These are veins that come off it. That is Titan bone with the veins with the blood, which is iron in it. Someone tried to tell me on social media that the reason the flint is there is because coral has been compressed by the other sea creatures underground over millions of years. No, I don't think coral would sustain all those years. And I don't think the coral would go, oh, do you know what? Just as we're all dying and turning to stone, let's arrange ourselves in veins, as if there are veins running along. Now, there's stripes in there. Do you know what I mean? There's like, I'm sure you can see it. I can't because the sun's right in my eyes. But when I look that way, I see a line where there's a lot of the veins. There's a lot of the, you know, you can see lines. How is it that those lines are not because animal bone and their, I don't know if you've ever tried to like raw, right? So I deal with raw meat and bone a lot. Also do cooked because I'm a mum, so I make dinner, but I'm dealing with raw chicken, right? Chicken is not a big strong animal, and it's really hard if I'm cutting some chicken to take the flesh off so I feed the kids, but the bones is going to the dogs, and I come across these veins, like it's like rubber, isn't it? Get a bit of chicken and pull on those veins, right? See how strong that is. You have to cut it with scissors. You can't just rip it. You have to actually try and cut it. Now, if you put those veins on a Titan animal, like bigger than dinosaurs, I think the dinosaurs are a big version, or rather, let me say this. The lizards today are a very small version of what they were in the past, right? Which we, in our clever human twisted brain, we call those dinosaurs. I've got I've got a question for you. If we didn't have evidence of dinosaurs, would you actually believe someone if they said there was giant lizards? Yeah. All right, so answer that one yourself. And here's your next question. If the lizards were titans back then, how big were the people? And what about the other animals? Maybe there was titan elephants or titan animals. Maybe they've had two heads. I don't know. As things evolve, they change. So are we not foolish to think that everything in the past is the same as it was now? Yeah? Is that not making our brain think, oh, everything in the future will be the same as it is now? All of the progression is up to us humans. No, we're just in a sea of progressive stuff. We're traveling through a space and time that we think we know and we don't. And if we lock on to the fake things as truth, then not only have we given up our power of the human brain being here to be inquisitive, curious, etc. If we just believe falsities, then we're being narcissistic because we think we know everything. Okay, I've tried to show you real examples of something that I would like to be proved wrong. Can someone prove to me that the flint is not iron, there's no blood in there, right? Because my dog is telling me there's blood in there. You prove to me that the calcium that is chalk is definitely not calcium from bone. To prove it. Don't come up with a story of millions of years and pressure. All right? Ain't gonna wash. So dogs have shown me something different. So there we go. There's our investigation for the day, and something to think about, something to throw back at me. Come on, tell me it's not true. I want you to tell me it's not true. Otherwise, I've just discovered something. I don't know, has it been discovered before? But someone, said, nah, you got it all wrong and this is why. In which case, bring it on. That'll be in the history book somewhere. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any disproving that we're living on an earth that was once a couple of huge titans. This is the way my mind works. So ideally, the first dead animal or the first titans that died, then as happens these days, if there's a dead animal on the ground, bit of roadkill, badger, which I saw yesterday, that upsets me when I see a badger on the road, but I saw it. Now, what is living in that badger today? A lot of little animals, and then smaller animals, and even smaller and microbes. We are, I believe, just a microbe on a big dead animal. That's why us humans are actually an organism. We are individuals. We are sovereign beings. We have a connection to earth and to spirit. And we are also collectively one organism. And we're meant to communicate that way. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but you know what? Me and the dogs are living it real. And we're enjoying every day. And although this is a very difficult world, I have had a very difficult life. All of the dogs I've rescued have also had a difficult life. We live the best way we can because we found each other, and we're open-minded, open-hearted, and it doesn't matter what's thrown at us because we know some truths. We know that our connection with each other is built on trust and respect, and we have compassion so that we are cooperative and caring. So therefore, we are safe, we are well. And that's all we need. I'm a little bit excited, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this video off and save you my constant ranting. But please, go and have a look. Oh, before we go, I'll just show you what's coming. Yeah, look, someone else who's having a lovely day. Oh, I can't zoom in. I don't know if you can see someone flying in there at the top of the cliffs. Being a bird. So, yeah, please, if you are subscribing to this and I've tweaked your curiosity, you might be a better researcher than me. I've had a little look to prove me wrong, and I'm coming up with alternatives that seem nonsensical and based on a historical fake or lie, whatever, that people have kind of clung to because it'll suit. Oh, he's coming a bit closer, look. Do you see him now flying? See, me, I wanna hang with the dogs. This guy who wants to hang with the birds. You know, all of us humans, if we're gonna feel real, we're gonna be connecting with the animals and how they feel to have the best day. Really. Watch me, I'm doing it all the time. Hey. Fun, yeah? It's fun. No one's hurting anyone. This isn't business, this is life. Finding the truth, being connected, being open-minded, open-hearted, being real is the epitome of human life. Anything other than that, you're not hitting the mark. So, oh, he's coming back. I'm going to get off because I want to wave and say hello. Have a lovely day, guys.